Tatiana, how are you doing?
Hey.
How's your idea doing?
Very good. Very excited.
Where did you join?
Well, yeah, I trust in the scope now.
Okay. Let me go around to interview everyone. Are you guys enjoying your healthy food apparently? Yeah. It looks like barbecue food. Hello, Lucy. It is apparently healthy food. It looks like a bunch of macaronis.
And a lot of those assumptions are more anecdotal. So I'd recommend just going into like a mall or a bookstore, just talking with people there to see how they're actually interacting with the magazines. And I mean, if
You know what
you
this
can,
stuff means?
Yeah.
Non-emotional.
Yeah.
so getting that customer testimonial there,
You see, I changed the screensaver now.
Oh, but you know what?
be surprised by how.
I
But also,
Oh yeah. Impossible. I told you.
don't think we're gonna help.
basically,
I told you. It's like it's. How are you guys? How's your idea going?
Good. Good. We took a little break.
Took a little break.
Some of this great
Give me a little summary or like a little summary of your idea and where are you guys at right now?
So we want to be able to put the freshest, most organic produce, living produce within the restaurant, so that it could be quickly harvested there on site.
Okay.
So we have this idea to put together these things that we're calling grow towers.
Okay.
And they're essentially these vertical grow towers of herbs like basil, thyme, rosemary, cilantro, culantro. And what it does is it has a recirculating aquaponics, hydroponic system to where the plant is always living.
Okay.
And so the least amount of time it takes you from harvesting the actual herb to actually getting it to being cooked and put on the plate, it's the most flavor you're going to get out of the product. It's going to be the freshest. It's basically cutting down on the time from or preventing the losing of the taste. When it goes out to the actual restaurants.
Cool. Excellent. Very good. So you guys enjoying then?
Yeah.
You part of the team?
Yes.
What's your name?
How are you?
All right then.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You're done. The MLS.
What's up, guys?
You're done right then.
So what are you guys doing?
Raxi.
Raxi. What is Raxi?
Raxi is a Plato's Closet online.
Oh, so you have a demo there or something? Or
Not really. We're kind of working on a little design work and
Okay.
coming up with
I like the logo actually.
the stylization.
Nice. Very good.
Shop
Very
closet
good.
to closet,
So I'll be able to chop my closet to my friends and sell my stuff that I never use.
Exactly.
Now, like if you gain weight, then you have to lose the other stuff, and you lose weight, then you have to sell the other stuff too, right?
Yeah, that's me. Thanks.
All right, guys. Are you working on something?
Yeah,
So what's your idea?
my idea. Well, first of all, I'm working alone because I was looking for a tech guy who can help me with WordPress or something, and I couldn't find one. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just opened this website, and I'm using WordPress because it's easier to work with. And I'm building a platform where I'm trying to combine two types of people: young graduates who are trying to become consultants,
Okay.
okay, and small companies who are looking for consultants.
Okay.
Okay, so those two people get together, share ideas, and they're gonna do it on my website.
You're like Elance.
Similar, yes.
Okay.
Similar,
All right.
similar.
Got it. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
We're going back. So what's going on, man? What are you working on?
Hey, we are trying to figure out how do we first integrate our login functionality from Twitter and Facebook into our application.
Oh, cool.
What we are building is trying to build
What was it? Mac shopping?
Mac shopping.
So how do you recognize the pictures? How do
See,
you?
that's the challenge we are in. How do you recognize the pictures?
That's a big challenge.
Unless we have some metadata which goes with the pictures, which helps us identify the problem.
No, maybe not. You maybe just get the spectrograph of the picture, and you diff it with a different picture, and whatever is closest in distance, that's the one.
Yeah, so that's the part we are trying to figure out. What's the strategy we use to lock down
Yeah.
the picture.
Planning on tapping into a image recognition software as a service.
Okay.
So we're not reinventing and starting out with
Okay.
image recognition as part of our business plan. We're going to hire that out,
Oh, okay.
and we already have a vendor in mind.
Okay. All right. Cool. So is the rest of the team?
Yes.
All right. Very good. Very good. See you later.
Website or application and then move them out to a hosting company off of our virtual servers.
So what's going on, guys?
This is still something I'm interested in.
All right. So how would you want to like go into? How would you want to split into groups? How do you think we should group the team?
I mean, I think
Who are the other team members?
2 or 3 guys.
Is he part of your team or?
Yeah.
Hey,
You part of our team?
are you part of the team?
part of the team.
He's part of the team now.
Right.
Great. You have the youngest member,
marketing expert.
marketing guru and potential. No, actually, your dad said you like a lot of software, right? You like software? Is that what you want to do? You want to be a software engineer one day? See, good choice.
Microchip.
Good choice.
So how's it going? Are you doing like some market research or?
I don't know.
No. No. Yeah. So what have you found?
Not good.
Not good. What's not good about it?
You don't have a market.
No market.
No.
I don't know if I believe that. I think there is a market. Small businesses.
What is the foundation for a small marketers?
Well, everybody else is doing
The same
to some
thing.
extent what we're doing already, and there's big players in the game.
For example,
Google, AT&T, Verizon.
oh, AT&T and
Not too
Verizon.
small, yeah.
Okay.
They don't necessarily do to the degree that he's looking at, but when we go and look at that low-end market, people don't have a whole lot of money to spend.
But don't you think that maybe it's an advantage that there's a big market with big players because you can come with something cheaper or innovative?
That's the point, is if we can segment the market, find a piece of the market, and we're having difficulties finding that.
What's the price target right now for AT&T and Verizon?
$5 a month.
Can you charge, let's say, $2 a month?
$5 a month.
Okay, let's say like this is your pitch. You're gonna show up to those client customers. It's like you're paying $20 with AT&T, you pay $5 with me, and you have these extra features.
Don't show up when you search on Google. So they're not marketing, they're only marketing for the app stores.
If you're gonna go and buy something for your iPhone, when you go to look for it.
But are those folks looking as an app-based? Or are they looking on a desktop, not?
Or look at use case like.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people forget, especially when dealing with apps, is that it's like a business like any other, and you need to promote the product. The problem is that 99 cents or $1.99, your margins are so slim that you don't
You have to
have.
capture a lot of market.
Exactly right. And so, where do you go? Capture an early adopter that's willing to evangelize your product.
But if we're able to partner with a company like Spenlo or a similar company that can push that product and recommend it to these businesses that we're targeting, that's one way.
But there's tons of solutions out there doing the base of what we're talking about doing. And the question is how do we differentiate ourselves? And we haven't been able to come up with, other than our interface is going to be easier to use, we haven't been able to come up with a compelling reason why our product's going to be better than everybody else's.
I think the one area that we've identified where we can make a difference is have a customer, have it reach the end customer. That's the only area that doesn't seem to be tapped into.
And then we
explain.
Well, all of these are focused on the business and its employees.
Okay.
Where we're looking at is that it can actually integrate the end customer so that they could potentially be notified of estimated when a service provider would arrive.
Okay, value there. I've got a boat and I schedule a mechanic to be on the boat. How do I know he was there? And how do I track it? I find value to that.
The point we came with that though is you gotta have the company subscribe to the service, and you got all these little companies. For it to work, you don't buy an app just for one company. You need it to work for a lot of, so how do you sell to all those other companies? And we were talking about, on that case, I agree that it's a value, but from the company that's providing the service, it could be a detriment, because now it's really cutting them into a fine time when they're gonna be there, and they don't want to be narrowed down that tight.
What if you were the company basically that, like pizza, right? If it doesn't come in 20 minutes, it's free, right?
They don't do that anymore.
They don't do it.
But no, but I mean, because this guy is killing people around, right? But maybe you could find a way that is like that efficiency is translated to the end user, right? Because you bring that efficiency in, then people will prefer your service as opposed to, it's just a marketing gimmick.
So let's try flipping this on its end. So maybe it's not where I was at a particular time, but it's where I wasn't. So maybe you offer the service for free as a freemium product to business people, and hey, this person was on my property, and they come and go. But let's say, for example, you needed to prove that you were not there. Something was stolen and everything else. If you're being tracked, right, and you've got a pro version, then you got access to logs that you can say, okay, fine, right?
There's tons of guys out there doing that already.
Okay.
So what's the proposal? Can it and do something else?
How do you know that they have that though? Like, how do you know that they
Do a
use
search
that?
here, we're finding a bunch of companies that are already doing it.
But they don't do exactly what we're trying to do. I think we're in a different market than they are.
Reaching the customer, we all agree with that one. Knowing when the person's gonna arrive, that's an important thing, but how do you get the companies to buy in to that, to provide the information? Because you have a refrigerator delivered once. How often do you get your boat worked on?
It seems like every week.
You need to talk to me outside here, I'm studying naval architecture.
There you go.
So you're saying is, how would all service providers be logged into the
Yeah,
system?
how do we get the service providers to subscribe to the system?
I have hundreds of service providers using Spenlo. You know, they're all using the same, and my end users, my customer, are all using it. So somehow we're able to do it. And-
Yeah, I
and
think that's
it's
the
not
best solution.
branded- It's not branded as the, in fact, the customer doesn't even know who the service provider is. They're buying Spenlo, they're not buying the service provider. So how can we brand it to make it so that it's centered around us and not centered around white labeling?
Right. And how many companies out there subscribe to a service like yours?
How many companies?
You know, we need to track companies to be able to tell the end user.
Right.
Right? So, and the question is,